The United Nations has something called Millennium Development Goals, which are things that, since you guys have been born, they put into place that they wanted to help out the world with. And basically, they got all the countries of the world together, and they agreed on these 8 things that they need to work on. You have eradicating extreme hunger and poverty, okay? Achieving universal education, primary, so all little kids around the world. Think of like your K through 5, you can have primary education. Actually, it's kind of like K through 8. Promote gender equality and empowerment among women. So, ladies, here in the US, compared to the rest of the world, you do okay. I still think it's pretty skewed. I think it's like 85 cents for every dollar, man to woman here in the US, of what you make, so it's a gap. But in other countries, the gap between what women can do and young girls and what guys can do is like huge, okay? So they want to get that gap a lot smaller. I want you to think like you are the UN. Okay, so you have a lot of countries around the world that will give you resources, they'll give you money, they'll give you people to help out. So you have almost not unlimited resources, but you have a lot of resources at your hand. Okay? And this is really hard because it's a really big idea and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to help everybody. So just kind of think general here. How do you feel that the one that you chose, if you had to make a plan to fix this, how do you think you could do it? It's kind of hard, right? Because it's a really big plan. But you already identified what problem you think is the biggest one. What I want you guys to do is to do 2 things. I want you to brainstorm a couple ways that you think that maybe we can help solve your problem that you chose. Okay? And what would you need to do to solve that problem? What resources would you need to have? What materials would you need to have? How many people, or what money, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? So, Carson, what do you got?
So we have, we will give money. We'll give money to businesses, like...
And yours was also the same one?
No, we
You had rising unemployment. What would you do?
We will give money to businesses like Target.
Who's we?
The nation.
United Nations?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Money to businesses like Target and Walmart, places like that. So
Why does Target and Walmart, they already have billions of dollars?
I know, right?
I know.
We give them money so they can spread out to like more undeveloped countries.
With their corporations, they don't do that.
Yeah, but we're
They
gonna
can't.
build more shops. We're gonna build shops in like really bad unemployed areas, and maybe supply some resources there or something so people can go in and buy some stuff.
How can they buy anything if they don't have any money?
No, so they're just so we pay them to spread. We pay them, we give them money. Nobody declines money. So
That's like when you say that, like, you can, remember like the fish, they say if you, what is that?
If you teach them in the fish,
If you teach them in the fish, you'll feed them for a day. If you teach them in the fish, you'll feed them for a lifetime.
So if you just give them money, is that going to help anything?
No.
I think one of the hardest things that they have to understand is they think of it as like rich and poor, and like the kids, you know, they're like, oh, poor, oh, everybody, you know, they kind of like generalize of what poor or rich is. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes they lose the fact that we have a lot of people even in our country that are poor, so it leads to some good opportunities, I guess, to talk about that. And I think they feel empathy sometimes for the people that are poor, but a lot of times it's so not in their normal life. But then it's like, oh, poor people. Oh, man, poor people can't afford this. Or, oh, we can just give them money. Just like you saw when there's, oh, yeah, we'll give them money and that'll fix everything. And those are the best parts of these conversations, when you can talk to them about it and go, is that what we really want to do? Is that going to help? And then they think about it and they go, oh, I don't really think that's the answer. So I think it leads itself to a lot of good opportunities to talk about how can you help out other people and be equal and equity. So I think that was a good one. What did the people that were in developing countries, what did they need to have more of, they said, to be able to go move up into a blue country?
they need to have more like resources.
Okay, there was something else they needed more of though too. They needed more, well, to get more money and to get more jobs, they need to have better what?
knowledge, government.
No?
Education.
Education was the big one. Okay, education was a big one. Very good. All right, how about the rise in unemployment? Let me hear that group. Good, you can do it together. Why? How is this going to help overpopulation?
If we fix this problem, if people will be able to support their family, and if they will be able to support their family, they'll be able to solve for medical needs. If they solve for medical needs, then they won't need to have more children. So because their children will live.
Okay, I like it.
If everyone has a job, then they'll all make money, not just stealing from other people to
Okay.
get stuff that they need.
And if they can, and if they
So
can-
less violence or crime, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, which is better off, obviously. Okay.
And if they have their medical, if they reach the enough money and they have the medical needs, people, the death rate of people under 5 years old will go down.